So another concern is kids that cry or tantrum for hours at a time, and whatever you do can't calm them down. So the best thing to do is you have to try to figure out what is the reason and essentially give them a replacement behavior for that reason. So for example, if they are being uncontrollably upset when you said they were all done with iPad time, what you'd want to do is you would say, okay, we have 5 more minutes with iPad, but if you want more, you can ask me for more. So then you set a timer, or you give the kiddo a heads up, now there's 3 minutes or 2 minutes, and then when it goes off, instead of just taking the iPad away, you can prompt them to say, I would like 5 more minutes. And then you say, great, thanks for telling me, and then give them 5 more minutes. Now, you don't want to do that over and over and over again. There's going to have to be a limit on how many times they can request more. But what you're doing in that moment is teaching that they have some control over what's happening to them. And if they use their words, they're going to get their needs met. And that's going to greatly reduce a lot of challenged behaviors. Now, sometimes that's not enough. Sometimes you're still going to have those 2 to 3 hour, tantrums. And in that case, there may be something more going on than just simply being upset or something happening. They may have a lot of trouble regulating their emotional system. And at that point, you do want to elicit the need of other types of providers. Occupational therapists often help with regulating the sensory system, so there may be some strategies or techniques an occupational therapist can help with. Psychiatrists can often prescribe medication to help the individual regulate their emotional system, so that's something to look into. Important to note, there's no medication that cures autism, but sometimes there's medication that can help with some of the features that go on with someone with autism. And then you also want to take a look at maybe it's maintained by attention. Child's learning when I cry and get upset, my mom or my dad or so-and-so that I really like comes here and talks to me and cuddles me and hugs me. So what that means is we have to do more of those behaviors, the hugging, the spending time, the talking, when the kid is calm, cool, and collected, and we want to minimize any of those behaviors when the child is getting very, very upset. Another thing that you can do is sometimes it's helpful to teach coping skills. And there's a lot of different types of coping skills that can be used. Popular ones are counting backwards, taking deep breaths. Sometimes a preferred sensory item can be helpful, like putty. And there's different strengths that are available, different resistances essentially to give your kiddo what they need. So those are just a few of the things you can try when you have these long uncontrollable tantrums, and be willing to try more than one thing. Sometimes it does take a few opportunities to really be able to get the behavior that you're looking for to stop.